most compassionate, bless and prosper Dubai forever. Allah Karim. I owe an immense debt of gratitude to the people of Ghana, our legal team abroad and in Ghana, led by Mr. Kwame Brouhaha, my brother and my good friend, who has been resolute, exhibiting loyalty and courage in the face of adversity, exhibiting his service and commitment to nothing but the rule of law. Most compassionate, today bless and prosper. I cannot forget to bless you over 1,000 crowns of Menzgold Ghana Limited. I owe and of course Menzgold Global, and that is to the effect to gratitude to the people of Ghana. Menzgold today. I cannot forget to bless the over 1,000 staff of Menzgold Ghana Limited, Xylophone, and of course Menzgold Global, and that is to the effect of Menzgold UK, Menzgold Lagos, and then Menzgold España. Xylophone Media, Blue Marketing Consult, and all our other companies in Ghana, as well as our families for their unwavering support since the unfortunate event of the past few months. To you all I say, you made a good choice which will be well rewarded by God Almighty, especially Mr. Kwame Brouhaha. Like the biblical Moses, you chose to side and share in the affliction of God's people instead of enjoying the temporary pleasures of sin. Sir, thank you so much. May God bless you. I also reserve my biggest gratitude to our cherished Menzgold customers for their continued support, encouragement, loyalty, and prayers through these trying times. Swellings. Thank you so much. May God and His infinite mercy be merciful and enlarge your coast. Even though I'm still receiving a much needed medical attention, that is swellings, blood clots in my pelvic region and in my knees, with excruciating pains following a past surgical procedure due to my well-publicized 9-month detention in Dubai and in Ghana. Menzgold Ghana Company Limited is a licensed, reputable Ghanaian gold dealership firm with 5 years of impeccable and enviable service delivery and gold trading record globally. It will interest you to know that in the past 5 years, Menzgold Ghana Limited consistently met the demands of its customers, suppliers and foreign partners who do business with us. But for the force majeure, the regulatory questions raised by the Bank of Ghana and the Securities and Exchange Commission, that is a regulatory intervention of which we respectfully contested and is still before the Ghanaian Court of Law. It is a question of statutory interpretation as to whether or not the trading of our gold collectibles or jewelry and the return of monthly profit on same to traders as deposit taking, deposit mobilization, or trading securities. As to whether or not the export of tons of gold-bearing bars of very fine percentage purity with many evidence of influence in forex via the Bank of Ghana is a Ponzi scheme. We pray the just and august Ghanaian courts to answer these questions and then to make consequential orders to repair Menzgold damage, if any. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, Menzgold got very successful with its gold dealership business, resulting in the buying of gold, export, and the produce of fine gold collectibles, which is jewelry, to satisfy the domestic market. This was just an innovative drive and adherence to the government's campaign for Made in Ghana goods. We saw the need to embark on a drive for international expansion in a quest to broaden our market's share size. We saw the opening of some international outlets in Madrid, that is in Spain, London, that is in the United Kingdom, and then Lagos, which is our neighbor, Nigeria. The famous shutdown letter landed our business, staff, customers and shareholders a catastrophic blow, which sadly led to many very horrific occurrences that brought untold economic hardships to our families, our dear customers, and the staff body of all our companies, many of whom too many of whom are customers too due to the reputable nature of our business. To you all who suffered various degrees of upset, be it directly or indirectly, we sincerely share in your pain. With God on our side, we shall soon change this sad Menzgold tale to a very happy narrative as I grasp a resolve to drive our company from good to great. The Menzgold product line that has been questioned is one that is just an act of innovation characterized by most businesses worldwide. We sought to build a word processor out of a typewriter in our line of business with the hope of being encouraged to create wealth in the face of globalization. While I was in office, I noticed that the 21st century witnesses a blowing wave of globalization, yet our continent, Africa, has still limited technological innovative advancement, which stifle our economic growth and lame our progress due to lack of will to invest in the difficult task of creating new things. This tend to make companies in Africa fail in the future, no matter how big a company's stated capital is or who is in the helm of affairs. With this background, juxtaposed with my vision and drive to build a business that would surpass our generation, innovation was the only option. As it turned out with the cease and desist directive from the Securities and Exchange Commission, the need arose for us to mobilize company assets, especially outstanding payments due to our company from several companies and individual buyers in several countries, particularly in the United Arab Emirates, to meet the payment obligations owed to Menzgold traders or customers and other business associates. It was in this regard that I embarked on the pursuit of company asset or debt recovery overseas. In the course of my pursuit, upon my arrival in Dubai on the 7th December 2018, I was framed by one of the companies, Horizon Wire Diamond, which owes our company 750 kilograms of gold valued at $39 million. Believing that Menzgold is doomed for closure due to the unfavorable media reportage and customers' protest in Ghana. Hence, tabled a bogus claim that they have been defrauded by another Ghanaian company, Just Gold Company Limited, with frivolous claims of the Just Gold Limited having associations with our company, which is very false. The subsequent action by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, (EOCO), to freeze Menzgold and my personal asset further hardened the resolve of some of our debtors who thought Menzgold was a thing of the past. Following my graceful acquittal and discharge in the Dubai Superior Court, the need arose for me to return to Ghana immediately on the call of the Interpol Red Notice to answer criminal charges on the same customer's debt portfolio before the Ghanaian court, the very reason why I went to Dubai in the first place. A call that restrained me from laying claims to the funds I went to the UAE to recoup. All companies worldwide have liabilities in its books, and so do Menzgold. Business in summary is all about owing and being owed. We at Menzgold are committed and do express our willingness to service our debt portfolios to our customers and business associates as soon as we can with a given opportunity. We respectfully pray the Ghanaian authorities to cooperate with us to achieve the following. Number one, to assist us make full recovery of the amount owed Menzgold by Horizon Wire Diamond in Dubai. As an act of good faith, we are willing to engage the Attorney General's office on the best possible way for them to aid Menzgold by employing international law and diplomatic relations to ensure we achieve this objective. Two, to unfreeze our companies and my personal bank account and asset for us to utilize these as vehicles to get productive in order to meet our liabilities owed to our customers and some business associates in our bid to resolve our liabilities immediately. As of now, Blue Marketing Consult, Menzgold and I cannot credit or debit any bank account in Ghana. This is why it is highly imperative to consider this kind request, as I believe government shares in our resolve and will do all that which is needful in our quest to satisfy the populace who are our customers. 3. To clearly give direction as to which government agent or agency has jurisdiction to regulate the activity of gold collectible or jewelry trade in Ghana, just so we can apply for the necessary certifications in order to proceed with our business in a fair and sound manner. As we have publicly demonstrated, we are open to fair supervision and are opposed to no supervision, misconceived supervision, or supervision with malicious intent. Respectfully. The founders of PayPal, Elon Musk and co., set out to create a new internet currency to replace the US. Brian Chesky, Joe and Nathan started Airbed and Brouhaha as a means to rent out an unused space in their abode to get income to supplement a deficit for a pending event. Ivan Spiegel, Bobby and Reggie started what came to be known today as Snapchat, as sending naughty, disappearing fan photos when they were all students at Stanford University. America's media called it Sexting App. Jeff Bezos started Amazon as a digital bookstore in a garage. Was heckled by the big players in the book retailing business. Jack Ma fought through and achieved Alibaba in China, and the list goes on. All of these innovative breakthroughs had regulatory questions, suffered bad press. Uber and Airbed and Breakfast particularly have suffered global protests. Travis Kalanick, founder and first CEO of Uber, especially, fought many regulatory and legal battles. Today, these great innovative companies are pillars of the great Silicon Valley, receiving global tribute for the United States of America. These are just symptoms of disruptive business ideas. Menzgold is today characterized by its same trait, and I have no doubt in my mind that our company is on the path to greatness and global prominence. If these three propositions are reviewed and considered, we shall confidently proceed to make the necessary arrangements to start paying our customers immediately under my watch. This I say with my personal guarantee. While my detention in Dubai was harrowing, daunting, terrific, and horrific experience, I am grateful to God because I feel very refined. It has made me older than my age as we grow in our experiences and not in years. I am fulfilled and ready for greater exploits. Highly motivated to add up to our previous game. I am happy about the disruption, a key trait about a successful business prospect in this information age is the ability to scale. As Mario Andretti, a champion car racer, rightly put it, if everything is under control, you are just not going fast enough. Xylophone Media is an entertainment business. It's an entertainment media business. On innovation, just like Menzgold, employing technology to develop new breakthroughs in art, variety of international interest and needs. It would comfort you to note that the Xylophone Media is not just another media firm, respectfully. We are a media and art technology company. Our competitors are not in Ghana. They are far away in the Silicon Valley, California. To you, I say, ants that unite can beat an elephant. Admittedly, we have made some pretty good losses. Yes, we are happy about our losses having been a disruptive arts and media business. We wear our loss as a badge of honor. Our loss depicts our grand ambition. By natural law, you have to go through a thunderstorm to see the rainbow. Our eyes are still set on a colorful rainbow. We shall succeed. Blue Marketing Consult Company Limited is a marketing company, a commodity broker of a sort which works for commissions by matching, selling, and buying leads. I encourage companies worldwide with marketing needs in Ghana and Africa to take advantage of Brew Marketing's great professional marketing prowess, as the company did for Menzgold, resulting in Menzgold's mighty growth. To the staff body of all our companies, I couldn't have been more proud of you for To our Menzgold customers, we note that you have experienced and concern, but we respect your sacrifice. Please remember that your patience and support for us is not an entitlement, but something we earned by the way we worked with you diligently over the past years. I can assure you that it will pay off favorably soon. Together, we are very conscious of our responsibilities towards you, our church's esteemed customers, and we will do everything we can to individually and collectively meet your expectations. To the government of Ghana, we applaud you for not sparing the rod and spoiling the child. We've got your message. We've grown and are ready to accept and take up responsibility, if any. I want to reiterate that I do not seek political office or power. My goal towards contributing for the good of Ghana and Africa is missionary and not mercenary. Clearly, my willingness to be misunderstood is the basis of our many criticisms and the exercise of brute force and skewed media reportage witnessed against our outfit in the last 12 months. I am an entrepreneur and I remain as such. Last but not the least, to the many Ghanaian and African youths, as well as the aged who believe in me and the NAM nation, we shall continue to contribute to those in authority for creation of the new Ghana and the new Africa for the new Ghanaian and the new African in the new African socio-economic front. I am well aware that many of you crave African prosperity. So do I. To you all I ask, the Egyptian who conceived the idea of the pyramid and actually built it was an African, had same natural abilities we have with less access to information than we do today, yet succeeded in building not just one pyramid, but 3 or more. So then I ask, which African today will build the next Egyptian pyramid? Ghana shall prosper. Africa will be great again. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate your time. God bless you.
Can we get one extra mic, please, here? Link. Is it working? Let me show.
Hello. Hello.
Please, it's appropriate to give him another round of applause, please. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. No, move this thing to the middle. Move this one. The middle. Okay. Thank you very much, sir, and thank you too for listening. It's time for the questions, and as I indicated earlier, we're going to take 3 questions at a go, and then we'll allow him to answer all 3, and then we'll come back again to take another round, and then we'll answer. We are taking 10 questions, from the media. So please, if you raise up your hand, I will call you, then you march up to the microphone here, and then you ask your questions. Please, precise, short. Yes, Peace FM, sir, come in. Please, if I haven't called you, don't come forward. If I haven't called you, don't come. Please stand there. TV3, please come. And the last one.
So it's very smooth.
Last one. I need print media. Print. Daily guide. Daily guide. Okay. Please take the microphone while it's working. Then you can ask the question. Is it working? Sure. Okay. Let me give you mine.
Wondering whether I can ask 3 in 1 short.
Introduce nobody media house. Need to introduce yourself and the media house that is coming from.
Introduce your name, the media house,
And let me do 2 very short in the matter of 30 seconds. My name is I'm from Peace FM. First and foremost, now I would like to know how you escape to Dubai. And then also you have given a summary of everything that happened, but the question really that your customers and the people of Ghana want to know, because it appears you are tiring your ability to pay your customers to government decision, which is may or may not happen. So if it doesn't happen, what happens to your customers?
So what is the question? No. So what exactly is the question?
So what
the second one?
Oh no, the question was how he was able to escape to Dubai.
Because the first one is understood, but the second one, it wasn't a question. Because it appears as if.
No, you set out 3 conditions which you want government to deal with.
Yes, sir.
And one of them was to defreeze your asset on your bank account and all those things. Because on the basis of that, if it happens though, then you'll be able to make progress in terms of ability to pay your customers. And I'm saying that if that doesn't happen, that means that your customers are obviously going to lose out.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good morning. My name is Melvin from Daily Guide. I want to know how you feel, because since the Menzgold thing started, some people have linked it to fraud. How do you feel as a person you say you are a great businessman or a kind businessman, and people are saying you have undertaken a fraudulent deal? How do you feel about that? And then secondly, when exactly are you going to pay the people? Because as you said, if they don't pay, if government doesn't help you or the Dubai people don't pay, it means the people are not going to get their monies back.
Online is my name. I work for Media General. You have made 3 propositions to the state that if these conditions are met, that's when you will be able to pay the customers that you owe. One, I want to find out from you, the state says that you owe about 1.6 billion or so, thereabout. Let's hear from you. How many customers do you owe, and in terms of money, how much do you owe them? And do you ascribe to the suggestion by the Ministry of Finance that some of your customers were greedy?
Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for your queries. Okay. There's a menu of Peace FM, right? Yes, I will take yours first. So your first question was, how did I escape how did I escape to Dubai? Okay, it would interest you and everybody, all and sundry here, to note that I did not escape from Ghana to Dubai. I went to Dubai. I didn't even go to Dubai first. I went overseas. So I went to certain places in Africa, all in the pursuit of debt recovery, company asset, Menzgold asset. And then I went from there to Europe, and then I went to Asia, and I did not escape. And also, I would want to put it on record that I, Nana Appiah Mensah, did not jump bail. Okay? First of all, the Yoko invitation and let's say the bill, the self-recognizance bill that was granted me, did not have, it wasn't tied to a travel ban. Okay, it wasn't tied to a travel ban. Number two, the day before I would depart, I don't want to commit anybody to anything, but the day before I would depart, I informed the Yoko. As a matter of fact, we can check Yoko's record. Okay, I signed in at their front desk. I visited Yoko the day before I departed our jurisdiction. So I did not escape Ghana to Dubai or any, where in the world. So I'll leave it at that. Then your second question was, if the propositions that we have tabled are not met, does it mean that our customers will languish in, poverty or hardship, till eternity? It is no, okay? Because I believe, I don't want to, but I believe that government shares in our resolve to ensure that every single customer gets paid. This I'm sure they do. Nobody has told me, but I'm sure they do, because this is a very responsible government who are committed, to discharge their welfare obligation to the good people of Ghana under the social contract signed with them, proud to their coming to office. So I'm very confident in this government that they would, they share in our resolve to ensure that every customer gets paid under their welfare, obligation or duty towards the people of Ghana. And so they would listen, consider, and probably, grant it. However, on the flip side, we have a difficulty, because as it stands right now, I'm sure we all know, it is no news that I'm before the court, the Ghanaian court, answering criminal charges. Among the charges is a money laundering charge. And so therefore, it's important that if I have money anywhere, and I said I'm using F, economic, if I have money anywhere, I would have to come through the system. Okay, and when I say system, I mean through the central bank. You have to come via bank wire through the central bank, and then central bank will look at it and then send it to the local bank, and then we can draw by check, and then we can make payment. If anything less than that, would give credence to the money laundering allegation, which I am contesting or refuting, before the honorable court. And so therefore, it is highly imperative that government looks at this, and in the interest of the populace, and our country, and decide, what they deem fit, under the circumstance. So that's that for your question, Mr. Albemino of Peace FM. Then Daily Guide. I'm sorry, sir, I didn't get your name because I was right. Melvin. Boss, Mr. Melvin. Okay, so your first question. How do I feel about the fraud tag? Okay. Well, it sounds, it's okay. I am a believer. Okay, and even Jesus Christ had his fair share, of persecution, end quote. So it's okay. I seek the approval of God, and not that of men. So it's all right. But I think my conduct, the fruit is what will determine the tree. So it's all right. My eye is focused, is fixed on the ball, and I'm determined to kick it into the net. So that is where my focus is right now. So it's all right. Then the second question was, when exactly are we going to pay the people? So I think this is tied to the issue of freezing the bank account and the asset. We cannot make any payment as to our business associates or our customers. Like when our assets and then the bank account especially, I'm not even too worried about the asset, but the bank account especially, if it's still frozen, then we have a difficulty. So we are praying humbly, we are lying prostrate, and then if you like, we're on our knees. They should look at it, respectfully, and take a decision on it. So when the account is opened, we would immediately make arrangement, just as I indicated in my speech. We would immediately make arrangement, and then that would include meeting the customers' leadership, broad consultation, coming up with a feasible or realistic schedule, and then once we have consensus, we would communicate. So this is what we have, this is what we're planning. Kwabena, right? Of TV3. Your question was, how many customers do we owe and how many customers are involved? Respectfully, I would, because we are before a court of law and these are issues of fact. Now the court, the prosecutions, which is the police, they are alleging a certain figure. We are contesting that figure, and we do not have to arm them, so with respect, I would want to decline comment on this. But in due course, when it is time for us to, make payment, I'm sure with the customer's consent, because this also borders on privacy. So I'm sure with the customer's consent, if we need to publish it in the dailies, why not? We will not hesitate at all. We will do that. Then the last one, do you ascribe to the school of thought, that things that the customers were greedy? I do not. And I'll just leave it at that. I do not. They weren't greedy at all. They were not greedy. So I do not ascribe to that thought. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. And please, kindly keep your questions precise and straight to the point. Boss? Yes, then please come. Then Favor. Then one print. Let me get one print. I have radio, I have TV. Print from where? Searchlight. Okay, please come here and answer because of camera. One at a time. Okay.
Thank you very much. My name is Favor Nuno. I work for the BBC. Favor Nuno. Yes.
Favor Nuno, BBC.
So what we know is that most of your clients have connected the monies that you're expecting from Dubai to the fact that they may get their investments back. Now the question is that when are you expecting to be able to retrieve these finances from Dubai and to be able to pay your customers? The court in Dubai established timelines for you to be able to retrieve these monies, or it is open to negotiations with this company. You do mention that you expect that government should be able to support you with international lawyers to go after this. So the question is, when are you able to get this money in your accounts to be able to save your customers?
Thank you. Next person, please.
All right, my name is Arnold Menzgold, Xylophone FM and 5 I've got 2 in 1 questions. The first one, is Menzgold a Ponzi scheme? The second one, Securities and Exchange Commission gave you a directive to shut down the gold vault and pay your customers. Why did you shut down the gold vault and not pay the customers? Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mensah.
Your name and
my name is Nanapoku from Daily Searchlight, Nanapoku. I think the brouhaha about what is happening now is about licensing. Now you have made it emphatically clear that you have acquired all the legal documents pertaining to your business. can you show a copy or copies to the press or to the Ghanaian populace or to the world that indeed you have all the legal documents that you are working with? And my second question, please, I beg your pardon. The man in Dubai, I don't know the name, it's a long name, who allowed the security agencies to incarcerate you. Now that you have come out, that the claim was making against you were false.
Thank you so much. Okay, Mr. Favor Nuno of BBC. So you want to know when we are collecting, the money that is owed to us in Dubai, the UAE. Just as I indicated in my statement, right after I won the case, the judges in the Dubai Superior Court ruled a case in my favor. The next thing would have been to do the necessary arrangements and or file the necessary applications and whatnot. Just so I can recover the money, and then still come back to the propositions that one of the propositions that we have, tabled for government, right to government, and then plead with them to find a way to unfreeze our account just so it can be transferred, because the invoice we furnished them, the account on it, is Menzgold, and Menzgold account has been so, but for the Interpol red notice, as soon as I left, the criminal, as soon as the first criminal proceeding was done, the Interpol red notice kicked in, so I was still under detention, so I couldn't do any of this. So now that I'm home, it's important that I show my customers and shareholders, patrons, and then the whole Ghanaians, the general public, respect, by briefing them as to what exactly transpired, from my perspective. And then thereafter, we will sit with the lawyers and then engage the Attorney General's office, so we can pursue, that amount. So we're hoping that would be done as soon as possible. However, that is not the only asset our company has. So that is not a do or die or make or break, But so we would hold on to other assets that we have, just so we'll be able to adequately meet our liabilities to our customers. So this is my position on that. So, and then you also asked as to whether the court gave timelines. No, there were no timelines attached. Then Mr. Arnold Mesa of Vibe in 5, right? A xylophone FM. You want to know as to whether Menzgold is a Ponzi scheme. Menzgold is not a Ponzi scheme. Let me seize this opportunity to shed light, more light, on the operations. I'm sure this is in reference to the gold collectible trade and not our gold export and then our assaying and smelting and assaying. Now, the gold collectible trade was a platform that we created, our creation, and I mentioned innovation when I was speaking. So we own the proprietary, to the gold trading platform. It's a platform that has a lot of, buys, so many buys, and then it has a lot of around the world, and then it has a lot of sellers, which is the traders, with their gold collectible. All right. So we only own the platform. It is our creation, So we own the platform. So it is just like Accra Mall, for example. You have a product you want to sell. You do not have you don't know where to find a seller, and so you go to Accra Mall and then you go and then apply for space just so you can bring your product then come and sell. So a customer owns his gold collectible, all right, comes to Menzgold and says that I want to trade my gold collectible on your platform, because the platform is ours. So we need to have royalties. We need to get paid. And this is why they pay us commissions. So they pay for commission, we accept, and then we give them receipt, narrating the transaction history on the receipt. Then we accept the gold, and then we sign a contract, and it is the contract that regulates our relationship. And in the contract states what should be done in case of breach. All right. After we put the gold, we subject the gold to our platform. All right, and then there is we have buyers on the platform. So the product that we have placed on our platform meets a buying lead. So somebody buys it. We make profit of having accepted the commission, which is the royalty. We also make profit on the customer's gold that they have placed on the platform. All right, and gold, we have huge demand. So there is constant demand. So every week we are able to sell the customer's gold, all right, restock, and then come and sell again. But at the end of the month, because the contract says that we are supposed to be paying them returns at the end of the month, we only give them 1 out of the 4. And then the 3, because we are doing the trade, the 3 becomes, our profit or our benefit. Let me say benefit or reward. So this is what it is. It is not a Ponzi scheme, but it is just an innovative drive. Today's internet market is where the owners of platforms like Alibaba, like eBay, like Amazon and all owns a platform, and then they match selling lead to a buying lead, and then they make money. So it was just an innovative drive. It was just an innovation, something, our creation. And people would contest what they do not know. Around the world, there is a huge debate as to whether ghosts exist or not. Because none of us have seen a ghost, there is a contest. A school of thought believes ghosts exist. A school of thought believes it does not exist. So naturally, human beings would contest what they do not know. But we do, because this is our proprietary. We have the technical expertise when it comes to gold. You might be a lawyer, and a good one for that matter, but that doesn't make you a good businessman. You can be a business professor, in Harvard or Yale business school, all right? But when venture capitalists put money in your hands to go do business, that doesn't mean you can be a successful businessman. So we need to promote mutual respect. Okay, so this is what it is. This is my take on the gold collectible trade. If we all see things from different perspectives, my 4-year-old, all right, will not just conclude that an animal, is a duck by just watching the way it walks or the way it swims. My 4-year-old Penner will not do that. All right, we do not have to, draw assumptions and then conclusions based on, our mental dispositions and our primary and secondary socialization. We need to attack the fact, especially when our integrity, are on board. Today, the telcos in Ghana, they do mobile transfers, but originally they were given a license to do telecommunication business. You get it? Today the real estate industry is not regularized, but tomorrow it would be. So at every given time in human history, innovation precedes regulation. So if we have gotten innovative, we are not opposed to regulation. We welcome regulation, but we expect fair regulation, in accordance with the rule of law. So Menzgold is not a Ponzi scheme. Thank you so much. SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission also gave us a directive that we should shut down the gold we should shut down the gold vote market, which is the trading platform that we have created. A platform that has the customer's gold, the selling prospect, with the buying leads that we are supposed to match just so we make the sales and then be able to pay the customers. The SEC asked us to shut that down and then still pay the customers. That is tantamount to telling the shops in Accra Mall, all right, to shut down, yet the shops there should be making sales. It doesn't add up, you know. It is like going to a Mercedes-Benz. You go to a Mercedes-Benz shop, garage, and then you tell them you want a fleet of Mercedes-Benz for car rental business, but you want it on credit. So you do down payment, and then they give you 5 Mercedes-Benz to go and then run car rental business, just so every month you would come and then be servicing the debt. You take the cars, you start the business. Every month you pay, you service the debt. Then you receive a letter from Mercedes telling you that, or you receive a letter from, let's say, a car regulator telling you that stop renting the cars, yet keep paying the money to Mercedes-Benz. Well, I thought this was a demonstration of a certain deficit in the understanding of our exact, business. So we would go back and then furnish them with, more further and better particulars, just so the executives can probably, look at it, and if they think we can create an industry out of our gold collectible trade, they would forward, some draft, to the legislature, and then possibly we can have a statute or an act, and then it becomes an industry which will promote and advance the cause of our economic prospect. Thank you. Okay, Nana Poku of Daily Searchlight. You asked that we show a copy of. I think my last answer can also answer this. Should be able to cater for this question. However, let me just give it a small shot. As of now, we own a Minerals Commission license that directs us to do 2 main things: to buy gold on one arm, on one leg, and then to export gold on another leg. So we hold a Minerals Commission license. That makes us a gold dealer. Okay, a reputable one for that matter. However, we got innovative, with our gold, because we thought there is a huge market gap as to domestic consumption, and it is important that we satisfy, we do not have to be, and of course the government, keeps promoting that we need to do value addition, we need to add value to our produce, and then we can satisfy, domestic market. So we thought we can buy gold and then we can export gold, but we do not export all the gold. We still have some gold Dory bars left. Why don't we do value addition to it and then put it up for sale so we can make profit? So it would interest you to note that we're buying gold 7.75 grams at, let's say, how much were we buying it then? 1,200. 1,200. And then we had the technology, all right, to be able to process it and then made it to the finished product you see with the packaging and all that. So let's say cost price is, the manufacturing price is like 300 more. So that comes to 1,500. But we're selling one at 2,000. So we make profit off, the 500, out of which we pay our broker or retailer, which is Brew Marketing Consult, I think 3%. They take 3% on. So we pay them the 3%. So that 500 Ghana, we put it on the side. Okay, thank you.
Do one more. Okay.
So we just, in short, just as I indicated in our statement, we sought to produce a word processor, out of a typewriter, or we sought to produce lemonade out of lemon. This is what we did. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. It's okay.
One more.
Okay.
He asked that those who caused your...
Yes, those who caused my, who filed that claim in Dubai, that file claim in Dubai and then caused my detention. The lawyers are reviewing. Our Emirati lawyers are still reviewing, so I'm yet to get an advice. But I would definitely, press charges and then seek the necessary reparations. Thank you.
GTV, please, City, and then another point. Joy. Multi-TV, please, come forward. GTV, City, and Multi-TV, or Joy. Okay.
My name is Abdul Rahman from GTV. First, I'd like to know the... Okay. Sorry. So I'd like to know the net worth of... my name is Abdul Rahman, GTV. Okay, I'd like to know the net worth of the company, what you have currently, or at best if you can tell me what you were having before the regulators started to hunt you. And secondly, in the last bit of your speech, you said you thanked the regulators for not sparing the rod, the government. Is that an admittance that Menzgold was doing the wrong thing and thereby the government stood up to correct it? Thank you.
Please, let's stick to the rules. One question, please. One. Okay.
My name is Hansen Ajaman. I work with City FM, City TV. I guess your customers might not be that happy. Hansen Ajaman, City FM, City TV. When there was a payment schedule, they didn't get their money. Now you are asking government to do certain things before you can pay them. When your lawyer wrote to the Attorney General, he was very clear that there was a need for, and that you had agreed that government will be a trustee in that said document. Clarify if that is true or not. The customers have severally asked that there be a three-group committee, including government, Menzgold, and the customers. From what you've told us today, nothing really includes the customers. So how are you involving the customers in all this? And then finally, you clarify the fact that Menzgold is not a Ponzi scheme. There's also the conspiracy theory that some people are working to destroy you. From the facts available to you, how true or false is this?
One question, please.
Okay. My name is Maxwell. I work with Joy FM and Joy News. Joy News, I should say. Yes, sir. Yeah, Maxwell, yeah. Okay, I stepped out a little, so I'm not sure my question has been asked. But coming to this press conference, I think the theme for everybody was that we're going to hear clear timelines being given as in when customers of Menzgold should expect their deposits. I've had a lot of interactions with customers of the company, and some of them bedridden actually, who are hoping that you'll be released from the custody of the Dubai police and then the Ghana police subsequently, so that you'll be able to make payments. They are saying that until you're released, the monies are not going to come. Now you've been released. I'm sure a lot of them would want to hear clear timelines, as in expect it in November, expect it in December, expect it this year, January. When should they expect the money? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please stop the murmuring. Everybody has an opinion as a question. Please. Okay, thank you very much. Over to you, sir. Please.
Brothers, thank you so much. My brother Abdurrahman of GTV. I'll take yours first. You want to know the net worth of Menzgold before and after. That's also an information that we cannot divulge owing to the fact that we have civil and criminal proceedings. Okay, so but in due course, we really have to, you can trust and be rest assured that we would. The second one was government. Yeah, I said we thank the government for not sparing the rod and spoiling the child. Do you take that as an admission of guilt? No, that is not an admission of guilt. if it were, I'm sure the judiciary is also government, and this is, the judiciary is also government. So if there is an admission of guilt, I think the appropriate place to have done it would have been the Chamber of Justice, which was before the court of law. When I went before them, that's supposed to pull your legs. But it's not an admission of guilt. But the point here is that every human being is fallible. Maybe we have, from where they sit, maybe there were certain omissions and commissions that we, are not privy to, which necessitated certain actions and inactions that they took. So, no matter, what we do, there are fathers and there are mothers in the helm of affairs. And so, therefore, we are still subject to them. And so, yes, in as much as it is not admission of guilt, we still thank them, and if you like, I would reiterate it. We thank them for, pruning us, and making us refined and the best that we can possibly be. Then, my brother Hansen from City FM. Yes, you want to know as to whether it is true or false that government, we have agreed with government for them to be a trustee to the pending amount that we need to recoup from Dubai. It is not the case, okay, except that the letter that you referred us to was, just like I'm doing right now, was a proposition, was a proposal, a suggestion, more or less that Kwame, our very capable lawyer, in conjunction with all the international, lawyers did to the Ghanaian government. So I'm sure they are still, and today I've also added my voice to it. So I'm sure they are still reviewing, and in due course, just as I said, we would engage the AG's office. Once we're set, they will let us know, what they can do and what they cannot do. But what is certain is that we'll definitely, find solution to this pending teasing matter. Thank you. Then you talked about customer committee. I thought when I was speaking just a moment ago, I said we will do broad consultation. We engage customers' leadership. In fact, even the schedule, we would have to build consensus. So customers would be at the center, at the heart, when we get to that point. Then the conspiracy theory as to people wanting to destroy me, as to whether it is true or false. Well, what I know is that everybody wants to catch the star, in the sky. Everybody wants to, have the better things in of this world. So life in itself is a struggle. My mother tells me all the time, like growing up, that life is war, and especially when you're a man. And so therefore, I will not, disregard and sit here and see everybody in the whole world wishes me well. However, I think, having come this far, all things work together for good, to those that love God and to those who are called according to his purpose. And whatever happens in this life, if God doesn't permit it, it doesn't happen. And so in all things, I give glory to God. I pray that if, certain persons or elements, whether local or international, are working and conspiring for my fall, I pray they repent and accept Jesus Christ. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The last one of our question.
Sorry. Maxwell, my brother Maxwell from Joy News. The timelines. I think this is tied to the fact that we cannot access money. We just can't access money. We can't, do without the bank account. especially when we have money laundering allegations, So once that is done, once we engage government, whatever decision they take, and we would also get to the customer's leadership, and then we would all judge, and then do consensus building, then agree on timelines that would be of mutual benefit. So we'll definitely, publish the timelines, but we would need you to be just a little bit patient. My brother Maxwell, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. We'll do that. Please, the last round of questions. Daily Graphic. Daily Graphic. Please come. Daily Graphic, Ghana Web, and then Class TV. Class FM, please.
My name is Stephen Kenneth Nakuja from Pending TV, GhanaPublicEye.com. Please, I want to ask, Stephen Kenneth Nakuja from Pending TV, Ghana Public Eye. Please, I want to ask whether NAM1 has regretted investing in our music industry or entertainment industry. I want to know. Thank you.
Right, Nana Mani. So, in the day you Lord, it was with Ghana Web. So earlier there was, for want of a better word, a cryptic message on your Twitter timeline, which suggested that, there was an alligator or crocodile attacking a wildebeest, and the other wildebeests were just looking on. Would you say that industry players hang it out to dry? And also, what's the meaning of Royal Battalion?
Good afternoon. My name is Awad Said from Hot FM. I want to know the steps taken in order to unfreeze your account and the asset. The steps taken in to unfreeze the account and the asset. Awad Said from Hot FM. Yeah.
Last one. Yes, please, Samuel.
Okay, my name is Jerry Wonder from Shine Publications. We'd like to know basically what is your message for the young people out there who see xylophone or who saw xylophone as the only avenue for them to begin their entertainment careers?
Okay, let me quickly add, I haven't called any lady, so please I'll add her to the last round of questions.
Okay, my name is Bodo Abigail from Metro TV, and I would like to find out what is the next step for Menzgold if all is settled, and if you are going to reinvent the company or you are going to close the chapter for it.
Thank you. Please, when he's done with the answering or the response, he will then do a bridge of all the things that have been said in Chi for our Chi listeners, and then and the customers as well. Okay, and the customers as well. So please, over to you.
Okay, my brother Stephen.
Pendring Media.
Pendring Media. You want to know as to whether I have regretted in investing in the entertainment industry. I have not. I cannot. It was a business decision. And, we believe, I do not believe, or I do not do businesses that, you start today and then you reap tomorrow. I am, with respect, and not to sound boastful, like a generational, sort of. So, everything you have seen with xylophone, every step, everything, but for the freeze and then the unfortunate issues in the past few months that's before us. And every other thing is calculated, and it is to achieve a certain positive effect. So we are hopeful, and just as I indicated in my speech, hopefully soon in the future you will see a vibrant digital xylophone media that would have global effect. Thank you. Then Lord from Ghana Web, you want to know as to what is the meaning. You want to know as to whether I've regretted with the industry. I think I just answered that. So I would go to the second question. You also want to know the meaning of aurum utalium. Okay. Aurum utalium is gold, is referred to gold dory bar. Okay? When we say gold dory bar, gold that is not 100%, that hasn't got 100% aurum. Okay, aurum is gold, pure gold. That is 24 karat gold, which is 99.99999. Now, so when you say aurum utalium, what it means is that it is gold of a certain percentage purity or carat, and then a foreign matter. And that foreign matter could be silver, it could be copper, it could be, any of the metals. Now, we sign a contract, okay, with people that we do business with, and then we say we are selling aurum, the commodity description or the commodity specification is aurum utalium. The percentage purity is 93 or 92, no, 92%. And then the carat is 22 carat plus. All right? And then somebody says, put respectfully their ignorance on display. Read Google, which is not, okay, it's somebody's company. So reads information from somewhere, which is not gospel. Okay? And then makes a huge fuss or propaganda out of it. It is unfair. Now, today, Snap is somebody's brand. Okay, and it is, the inspiration was taken from Snapchat. Today, Snap has been incorporated into the English dictionary. Previously, Snap was not, all right? But following Snapchat, so now in the place of video me, everybody says Snap me. Now today, in the absence of send me a message, we say WhatsApp me. Language is organic, and every language, every word was once just a jargon. So when it comes to my field of trade, in our local parlance, there's this joke say, "Obi anyi na ejuma mu brofo." Enti no say ontia, also obisa, onyima, also obisa. Now in the gold dealership, let's say industry, the world over, if anybody wants to describe gold dory bar, they say it's aurum utalium. Now I cited a text that says that it is a word that is often used by, it says what? Aurum utalium is so often used by criminals. Now let's pay attention to so often. Okay, I believe this is English, everyday English. So and I'm sure you, the media, even understand it better than some of us do. Aurum utalium is so often used by criminals who distribute fake good. Now, so often, when we say something is so often used by somebody, what it means is that some persons uses it, but this person uses it more. So it doesn't mean it is flawed or it is fake. Now it goes on to say that fake good who offer 1,000 kilograms of good. Now no gold dealer would say 1,000, no proper gold dealer or a better intellectual text on gold, all right, we say 1,000 kilos. The SI unit for gold is in kilograms, ounces, grams, and then kilos, and then tons. So if this is an authoritative academic or intellectual text, all right, it would have been offers 1 ton, and not 1,000 kilograms. Sometimes 5,000 kilograms. They wouldn't have written they would have written 5 tons. So I see this is coming from somebody that has been a victim of the 90% or 99% gold fraud around the world. That I, have been a victim. That I've been detained for, 8 months in Dubai for no wrongdoing. Okay, and then it goes on to say the abbreviation AU means Aurum. All right, and nothing else. There is no such word in Latin, and there never was a Latin word for Aurum. So I ask you, proud to the incorporating of a word like snap into the English dictionary, was there a word like snap? Today we say, and not just snap, there are several other. With time we can do the research and then bring it to the fore. There are so many words that weren't, but today they are, and this is language. So disregard, the misconception, dispel it. It is just something that was orchestrated by certain persons who do not have, the fact. Thank you. The second question was from Awa, my brother Awa from Hot FM. You want to know steps we are taking to unfreeze our assets. The first step is what I have done, appealing to the authorities, because we believe in diplomacy. All right, law, yes, is the cement of society. That is what holds society compact. However, laws are made for men and not the other way around. So we believe, appealing to government or those in authority first, going on our knees and saying, making a good case as to why XYZ should be done is more appropriate than lock and hunt. But in the court of law, however, because when 2 elephants fight, it is the grass and then those that, are beneath it that surface. So this is the first step, first humble call. We have appealed. We would go and then further, appeal some more. If for some reason, if the decision is not favorable and we disagree, we would express our disagreement by filing an application resulting to the court of law to seek the appropriate redress. So that's my take on that. Then Jerry Wonder. Those who believe in xylophone media and then wants to pursue a career, were dreaming of pursuing a career with xylophone media, I have news for you. Your aspirations, your visions, and then your desires are not your hopes are not dashed. There will be a better xylophone media tomorrow. But first, we want to cater for our cherished, customers. And then we will revamp xylophone media. And you are welcome because we operate an open door system. So you're always welcome. We would love to partner, to work, and then to grow with you. Thank you. We have one from
Metro TV.
Then we have Bodo, right? My sister from Metro TV. What is the next step for Menzgold Ghana? Is it going to be a thing of the past? No, it is not. But this is why it is part of, the proposals or the propositions that we are making to government. There has been a huge contention. We say we have a license, and then we think we belong to the school of thought that believes that we have a license, we just got innovative. It is a gray area. It probably has a semblance of securities, but it is not. What looks like a tree or what looks like a duck, it is not a duck. It is probably a seahorse or an ostrich, So we want them to kindly, direct us to the appropriate quarters, if any, appropriate state agent or agency we are not opposed to supervision at all. In fact, the only way to stay in your track and then not to lose focus is to be supervised, is to be regulated. All right, we want to grow. We want to build a business that will surpass our generation. Want to build a business that would improve the economic prospects of this country. We want to build a business that would take Africa to the world. We want to build a business that, would change Africa's narrative. It's been 3 decades since the advent of the internet from intranet. Africa really today, when I came back, I have seen some great, internet businesses. I think I saw Drop-In. I commend you guys. You are doing a good job. I think the Drop-In is an answer to, the great Silicon Valley's Uber. And then I've seen another one. I don't want to publicize them. We'll throw our weight behind the Ghanaian one, which is the Drop-In. That's a fantastic, job some young guys like ourselves have done. So we'll throw our weight behind them and then push them to succeed. It's been 3 decades, 30 years. Amazon and all these companies, Uber, eBay, they started when it did from the advent of the internet, from 1990s, 92, 93, thereabout, when there was the internet booming, California, the great Silicon Valley. Today, the Silicon Valley has become a domain, for internet businesses. And then all around the world, we pay tribute to America through these businesses. So people are in South Africa. Today we have Uber here in Ghana. Uber is far away in, Silicon Valley. Yahoo, Google, all those businesses are there. Now we use them here, and then we pay for their services. And all that goes to America, and that makes America great. Don't get me wrong, I love America, but it is important that we also take the bull by the horn if we want to, indeed, create a new African story. If we want to be respected, want to be accorded with respect, we want to be accorded, with dignity, it is important that we invest in the difficult task of creating new things. It is usually very cumbersome to do it. It comes with a cost, a lot of falling and getting up, but it is not impossible. It is a road that is leading to prosperity, and that is exactly what Africa needs, just so we can clinch or, win ourselves away from the clutches of poverty. So we will pursue, and then we would, with God on our side, I know we will succeed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think you deserve a round of applause. That's the end of the question, so I will ask him to just, for the 2 listeners, YouTube has been on my neck, kindly summarize everything you said in 3, and then we are good to go. Please, sir.
Meboa nana.
Okay.
Mejiri se ensembe brena yakano de ehuhia a eyekese ma yenuanom especially.
Please let's sit down.
Yenuanom especially omo ekakra akodi Menzgold no. Mejiri se omo ena yebehwe ehopa na yacheche mu kakra ewotwi mu. Mebo modern.
Not everything, just the last one, madam.
The last,
like the final thing.
Okay. Enti metwaswa meka se
Okay, Sammy, just give me, please. There's a special request from the CEO himself, and then Mr. Nanofe. We want 2 customers to come and give us, let's say, their thoughts or whatever concerns is on your heart. They should come to Sewa and then Timon. Please come, and please, Timon, please hurry up. Sewa, come up, please. Not question, but what you think, your remarks about whatever that has been said today.
Thank you very much. Again, my name is Sewa, and mine is an interest as well as a question. When Nanapia was talking, and he mentioned that he had learned some lessons So I would like to know, respectfully, and if you can do with 3, what are some of the lessons that you've learned, and what, in the direction of what would you do differently from how things was before? Yeah, it's my observation in the form of a question.
My name is Tim Benop. As customers and as representatives of Menzgold customers, we appreciate the press conference that has gone on at this moment, because our boss, or the CEO of Menzgold, has been able to touch most of the concerns of the customers. But our main priority and what we are looking for, or our expectations of as customers, is that customers are now relying on Menzgold, as Menzgold, or the CEO, is also relying on government, because he has made us to understand that his hand is now in the mouth of government, because his accounts has been frozen, and if probably that account is not unfrozen, he may not be able to see to the welfare of customers. I want to draw his attention that customers are languishing in pain. As I speak now, we've recorded 23 customers that have passed away, and most of them are also bedridden. This is an issue that he need to at least put much of his attention on. Customers' expectation is just to get their money, and he will have to prove, with the benefit of the doubts, that as a young man of him, and as we youth who has also gotten that courage to invest in this company, will not be denied of our investment rights and what we deserve for. All I will also have to say is that we would have had a lot of questions to ask, but he touched a lot of areas. And for that matter, as urgent as possible, as he may be able to offer, should be done quick, so that whatever relationship or whatever that needs to be done with government, so that customers will get paid in the shorter time, is what we customers are here to see. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Takwa, please. Takwa. Nana.
Honorable Namwa, that's what I would say. A special greeting from Takwa to you. We've heard you all right. Most of the questions you have asked, Mr. Timo, I've said most of them. But what I want to chat more, apart from the fact that I'm a Menzgold customer, I'm also a non-missioner at Takwa. And I can see my man Doji here. I want you to touch on non-mission. What plans do you have to expand non-mission? Because Takwa now, we started meetings, but we are not hearing anything from you. I would advise you expand non-mission program to Takwa so that we can also move forward. Thank you very much.
So you respond? Yeah, sorry,
Sewa.
Sewa asked about the lessons.
It's always a great pleasure interacting, with the press. But it is even more delightful interacting with customers, because you have made us who we are today as a business and as individuals. If you hadn't reposed confidence in us in the first place, our business would have traveled on a road that leads nowhere. So we appreciate you, and I'm happy, to meet you. Now, my sister Sewa, you talked about you want to know the lessons that I have learned. Well, life in itself is it's a learning curve. So, but you want to know just three. So if I want to talk about my lessons, then maybe we might end up spending 2, 3, 4, or even more hours here. However, you want to know three, so let me just deal with the three. I have learned, and I would just gift it out, on this special day to aspiring entrepreneurs, that consensus building is critical. Whether you are right or wrong, it's highly imperative that you resort to consensus building. And this is why today, we are appealing to government. So it is great to build consensus. Then number 2, don't be too willing to be misunderstood. Prior to this point, I thought it's actually great, when you're going right and then people think you're going left. It's great because, you see, it prevents or avoids competitors, So there were a lot of misconceptions about our business, but we didn't bother to come out and then, educate the public, because they wanted to keep enjoying. Mr. Fair, for example, was very, bold and very assertive anytime in our meetings. When the PR, brings it up that they want to do public education, you see, he would go like, no, he wants to keep enjoying his monopoly. So we're too willing to be misunderstood. And I think this is what has brought us this far. Henceforth, we will speak up, we would educate, we would inform, and then take more feedback. And then lastly, there is no power on earth, whether above, on this earth, below, in the sea, in the realms, mightier than God. So let us accept Christ. These are the 3 lessons, key lessons that I would want to share, with you. Thank you, sir. Then my boss, my boss Timothy, a proud customer, and I hear you are president. Mr. President, I salute you. I'll see ACM. We are happy, and then we have taken your contribution or suggestion and good, faith. However, I just want to situate one statement you made properly. That doesn't mean I disagree with you, but I just want to situate it. You said we are relying, you customers are relying on Menzgold, and Menzgold is also relying on government. No. You are relying on us and we are relying on you because we are partners. Okay? So we take a decision as partners, and then we can go to government and say, that, our father, the father of the nation, can you please help us accomplish A, B, C, D? So we are partners. We are with you. Like we are the same. We are in the same bracket. Okay, so this is just situating the statement properly. Then the non-mission, apart from being business and then business executive and whatnot, we believe in giving back to society. So the non-mission, I'm a philanthropist too. So the non-mission would continue, just like I indicated in my statement. You want to know the plans that we have. Once we settle the customers, once every customer gets settled and they are happy, and then possibly with the right certifications, if any, we get back to business. Non-mission would see regional offices. In fact, we started, but for what happened, we had to, set our priorities right. So non-mission will see regional offices, and we would commit a part of our profit, to helping the authorities or government to solve some of the basic, needs that our country have. So the non-mission would proceed, would soldier on. Thank you so much, Ohinejan, as part of our corporate social responsibility. Thank you. Now, respectfully, Mr. Moderator, right? I would want us to, with respect to the media and everybody gathered here and now, that we stand up and then observe 1 minute silence for our departed, brothers and sisters. And this is in reference to the customers.
Please, a minute silence.
This includes our beloved departed, the late Willie Roy. Let's observe a minute of silence. May their souls rest in perfect peace, as God in his infinite mercy accept them in his bosom. Thank you.
Amen.
Let's resume our seats.
Let's resume our seats. Thank you. So we'll do the tree quickly. Now,
Okay.
Okay, it's okay. He will do it, please.
Okay. With the your best mo. Now, young funny say about chasing, no more. Please, mom, bear with us now. Yenye way quickly now, yanko. And we answer because menyanti yes, men are now 80. Intino. I say your quiet deal was never on the Subeti. The American is a man can hear me qua now. Wapa baby now, Okay, into the Ayakan you say, I'm Brasimu. A Jumana ye no. Sebi, Yanya Jane say, Sebi, Yade Kobo be chrono, send a tete or radio so. A penifua, Sebi, a bemo bit to me. I will me buy, be see a more for no one, or Momoke can bet now. Casanoma, as so say, sebi me a cron 4, mena, me don't go for CK Johnny, and me a evo, and the keka home. Nini ne mono, and ne, me can't as you say, Bako crown hami, if we say, if we are said, ye, I dare be a reckon once him. And a dom a so san de osota krache enti no de hia me mo nyi se de wo munyina anyi se me call Dubai emra nsensem na start sisi no man call Dubai straight po me tu kwan ma no ne because I hope hia se service baby a sika hye bia na wo se ye bobo ne nyina no na ye de ema amanfo na almost no dia almost the bay no to me edi but a son say omo anhye yase enti no e ba empofre mu enti no eno na ma enyoma ye se ne ye no enti no me ko abrochimem say me ko omo de ye ka because yes no gold no ye de kwa ma no ni na nkofo to omo to a na omo etua ye ka ejuma so de wo ya sebi eye den a ebi mu be free unye obi ye ejuma cha mo be pese obi free enyoma ni bi emrepe mu no na wetua ye ma menom ni ye nuanom omo kokwan isi omo mo kodija wo China okọ ahyase ne dia ombema wa ye dia ye frɛ no abrofo frɛ no cash and carry no wodo sika ni wa onyoma ni nanso onyoma ye ejuma kakra eye omo di bi free enti ye ma menom ni ye nuanom omo kɔ China no ene ebi mu bebre omo wa ha na Chinese phone send nyoma ne mo omo ton wia na omo ekokotua sa pepepe na yenye company o Dubai friend Horizon Royal Diamond enye wonko a ebi mu keka ho omo keka ho ne die omo nyi echinjeje bia omo age penye se omo betua yeka nanso Horizon for ne die mekodu Dubai no na omo say omo na omo friend se membra mekodu ye no na omo aban ne chi metum yenko bisa asema omo say company fofo bia ejuma ko fufuru bi e wo Ghana ha aye friend no just good omo age omo sika se omo be ma omo nyoma na omo etua na de konti e ma omo hodu ompese omo edi sobo no bo menye se me no menye omo aye ejuma problem bi amba enti ye na we mo so ba se oh ejuma na ye no kra no omo so no omo betumi nye omo aye de sim omo betumi nye na ye no onye omo aye ne saa ema omunya gidi efi se yendi Menzgold ndi omo hwamoda afei so nkofo ne ka kire omo se omo kra na omo ye shareholders e Menzgold you know ba kokra edi me passport a yedi to kwan copy so konya wo hie media menyim ode kire omo se me passport kra anyi enti no omo wo chefa wo Menzgold no munti dia Menzgold etumi ye no omo so betumi ye ne sa ma na bro so enti no omo sa gidi no mo Menzgold mo ninti no omo tua sika de mo so omo nyewe ni nyina emu no se ye no kra se nye no kra me de menyim me ba se me baji me sika na me kotua me customers ka ena omo che me de tumu na so nyame adom Ghana anemusini a owo eye UAE Dubai ebo ne homode ma me consular services kakra ye fa lawyer for e di sem kakra nyimpa ebo sa manyame adom under Islamic law I no obi anyim say Islamic law there oho mu kitu ebi kra na emra ne be chill nyame ada Roman ti no first court e can say me hu nyimu ekwan bia so you know nti no nkofo no so say adekonti omuntua mesika ma menye say meme kankofo no ho na Menzgold kankofo no ho ti omo se me hu nyimu kwan bia so nti ne santi no na akoba say se wo sisi nti na wontua dia ene na wo se wotua ne sika na wode no e de ma no nkofo no se omo ntua omo ho ase e company no omo de call appeals court no so no yekrekre musa anyi mpaebo mo mpaebo nkakra appeals court so no omo ye 3 judges na omo ti panel no omo ti bench no so omo hwemu ekokan omo so de betu dwa ekasi so se enokre enya ade a me ho asem no ebu edi medifo ewo mu enti no na ekoba se efiri ho no na nke wo se megisika no na mede ba Ghana nanso no na yewo ohaw ana difficulty kakra eye to the effect say account kra po e wo se sika no betom no de si enti no aban so no menji ni say ye betumi de sobo abono because no na eye ne say se be ejuma no cause na amaima no omo eye demonstrating omo ye oyetre enti na wo so no so no de ne nansi form na law and order anko breaki enti amane de nsa toto ye njapade ani account ni nyomanyewa so enti no me wie na wo se megiska no ye account so no ye de emba ye freeze anase ya block account na sika ntumi mbetom ena ye asset so a ebia se wo se tonton bi crap na editu a ana omo aka mo wiase amai so wo se mo tutu ya kakra na mo ntumi ntua ye free say ye ntumi mfa sika no mbaga na odi sika no baga na wabra amfa banka ye bibi wo mremu a ye friend say money laundering emrane betumi aso mu na yama wakoda efiase enti na no ne difficulty baako. Number 2 na aban so si ohwehwe mi a onhume amayaman no nyi empenyimfo ni besime medwane Afrigana ha wabra me kono sebe me bom penyimfo amane ena. Number 2 na bibia so nsi me kwan se metu kwan free me Afrigana ha I bronyi friend travel ban no because nanka yoko empese metu kwan Afrigana ha ana travel ban eda me so a enka me fi se omo beji me passport me yenyi papa nti no omo amama nkofo obi akra ambasa omo sign ni bill ema me na me sign ni me bill enti se yade a omo mpese me Afrigana ha enka no yen so be kasa branch here for passport be den ebeto enso no omo anje me passport omo mfa travel ban bia anto me so eda kra me free ha no na de chie sada no se ochina na me free ha sada no me ko yoko aye check yoko records a yebetumi hu se okokwa uchiro udin esa anytime oba anye dia obeye e wo mo records mu a eno na enye din opese ohu a enye din yebe obia betumi a check enti no tentenyi ni titi enyina anye se afi nyame adum nti no maba me ba yeso ye de court court so ehwe e ma me bill se me mbra bontin na asem no yen enkoso endi na emom no asem no court na emom masem ne tentenyi ne titi anyi na anyi se medoka ana afa misika mami ode meka mesi usika nyi asem ni nyina etwetwa ena eho so hia se me Afrigana ha ache no na wo se medinyi di edema empenyimfo a menye omo ye adwuma enye omo emu ni nyina because Menzgold asem ne ya asem a eha omo emu ni nyina enti no ene no ye betena ha se ye bebo ya manie bebre na amanfo na keka bebre na amanfo na tete nanso no na wo se yeso ye beka ye de kire amanfo na omo so omo ti na ifri ha ye hwe kwan pa ye betumi di afaso na obi ansa kan ni sika fefefe enye dakro mo die because ejuma no ejuma 5 years enti no yesi bibia ye teacher abo na ho ana isane no enti ye ya ebia endi 5 years mo but enche you know ye be hihye ye customers leadership omo di omo enyim no betena se ye beti aban so adwen kire ye beti itie amai management kire na dia ye nyina ye beji atum se ye ya e beboa ye nyina no na ya ye enti no enne no me fi se amaneboa ya denam eno no Brew Marketing Consult and Xylophone Media and your companies are keka ho nyina no no so no yes emre pemu no se tia customers ne ka wi a ye bema eno so afa ne ntuma pefra and na afi
ejuma wa Ghana ha na yenya mfaso no yede mfaso no kakra bebo aban ma ne dia solve sa problems no ye be koso aye ne sa pepepe enti no me fi se yenyi ajenboni bia sebe ye ko akọ sebe mpanifo wia obi ade every say ye kin me ma me customer yan kasa me customer me ye customer me ye ma me nyine papa ye customer me nua ba ye customer ye dwuma mu fo nyina ye nyina ye customers enti no de sie no aha ye nyina ya tete se bi mu afa ho ahwere o mu nkwa ye be stress ye be stress nyankopon na nhwe na omfo mu kra ensi na ombo omu nyina omu ho ban kosi emra ye nyina ye behia enti no ye sra nyame se omo ye nkwa na ye sra ombo aban ho ban de omu ye bia enye yi na ade miensa ye de ato omu enyim no eye baako se ye sra omu mboaye na yenka yentuma mbo ano na yentumi kwaji sika no efem braga na ha na yemetu amanfo ka ena de toso mienu omunka ye ho omumboaye na krata bi wo ho a ye wose ye gina ye de ejuma no asomdue mu na asomdue ba omunyina omunka ye ho na sa asom yentumi nya sa krata no omunkyere se monko asoye we nkwaje krata omunkyere ya yɛngye ɔma no ɛnwɔ fam yɛbɛkɔ na yɛnyɛ ɔma akɔtena ase na deɛ wɔ sɛ yɛyɛ no kratakoro a wɔ sɛ yɛagye no na yɛagye na yɛbi adwuma na yɛayɛ adwuma no fɛfɛɛfɛ na ɔmo so no ɔmo agye ɔmo ani adi akyiri baabi wɔ hɔ a ɛnyɛ a ɔmo tene a yɛbɛpene so na yɛayɛ adwuma no fɛfɛɛfɛ na asomdwe aba ɛna deɛ a ɛtɔ so mmiɛnsa yɛsan so serɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo hu yɛ mmɔbɔ na ɔmo hu customers no so mmɔbɔ ɛfiri sɛ ɛde ahokyerɛ ne oyɛni kɛseɛ aba ɔman no mu enti na ɔmo hu yɛ mmɔbɔ na yɛ ngyapadeɛ a ɛne yɛ bank account a ɔmo sadeda so no ɔmo nhwɛ na ɔmo ɛyi ɔmo nsa mfiri so especially bank account no because ɔmo mbie bank account no a yɛntumi ɛnyɛ ɛmfa sika mba ɔman yi mu ɛfiri sɛ wɔmfa sika mfa wo bank account mu na de kɔfa biribiaa mmara ɛtia enti no yɛserɛ ɔmo sɛ ɛna ngyapadeɛ no so ebia yɛwɔ amanfoɔ dede yɛka yɛbɛgyegye ɛna yɛnye ebi mu so akasakasa wɔmpɛ sɛ ɔmo boa yɛ na yɛtua amanfoɔ ka nanso no ebia na ngyapadeɛ no bi wɔ hɔ a yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛtɔn na yɛde tua amanfoɔ ka ɛsiane sɛ mpanyifoɔ sɛ ahokeka nti na yɛgya bɔwerɛ enti na yɛbɛserɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo hu yɛ mmɔbɔ na ɔmo nyɛ na yɛn nyinaa yɛnsɔfo problem no na asomdwie mbra ɔman no mu enti no mefii sɛ ne tentenyi ne tietia nyinaa no yɛda amanfoɔ no nyinaa ase
I think there's a coffee now. You have it ready. The coffee. Okay. All right. You're still working on it. So please, thank you all for coming. We appreciate it. God bless you.
Hello. Okay. Thank you for coming. God bless you. Please, it's not taking any interviews after this, please. We are not taking any interviews. Please kindly sit, let the dignitary leave us, and then we can also leave through the back door, please. The coffee is ready. Please, I'm told the coffee is ready, so we can go and have coffee. Thank you and God bless you.
Hello, I'll be waiting in car.
You don't have a clue. No one they like you. Nobody they like you. Bet you I got a 4-hour refuge in a say. Franco fire. Let's go as a cry. And I help me. Oh, friend, me I like Martin Luther King. I say a box in a Muhammad Ali. They say I like good, I they disagree. I like, I have a dream.
The MJ Grand Hotel, Nanapia Mensah has spoken to the nation and Menzgold customers around the world and in Ghana especially. And so the point here is quite simple. He's made it clear and he's tabled 3 conditions before government. And these conditions, he believes, when it's met, Menzgold customers will be fully paid. So one of it is is to collaborate with government so they can actually bring in the money. That is the case he won in Dubai, and also for government to also collaborate again with Menzgold so that documents and then the proper licenses will be given for Menzgold to operate. And the third one, which is the most important, is for government to unfreeze all of their accounts and their assets so that they can begin with a payment plan for Menzgold customers here. These are the conditions he's tabled before government, and as well also he's made it clear that Menzgold is poised and is also doing everything possible to make sure that customers are paid. Questions from journalists were asked to him. There are some questions that he declined, answer to because the issues are in court, and there are some that he gave answers to. And so people who came here, and Menzgold customers around the world, have heard Nanapia Mensah himself, and he gave us a preamble to what happened, his going to Dubai and all of it, and government being aware in the first place of him going to Dubai, and as well all the issues surrounding the whole Menzgold. So if you're watching, this is Xylophone TV. My name is Chris ESL, and we're still here. Already he's left the auditorium and people are still hanging around, but I'm sure soon as well we'll try as much as possible to get the communication director of Menzgold Ghana, Ni Ama Amatefio, also to speak to us on also to go detail on what being aware in the first place of him about. Okay, so The press conference at the moment is over and people are just hanging around and trying to get a few questions here and there. But if you just join in the feed or if you're watching on Xylophone TV, it is Nam Speak here at the MJ Grand Hotel and it's the press conference for Nana Appiah Mensah. I mean, since the issue started last year, nobody or no one has heard him say anything. But, you know, he said, so Ni is here at the moment. Hello, Ni.
Thank you. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm good. Yourself?
I'm doing well.
Okay, so you did well with the moderation.
Thank you very much.
So tell me, has this come at the right time for the customers, and what should be the hope message in there for them to carry along?
Thank you very much. I think our Chief Executive Officer did very well. I like his composure. He assured the customer, which is very, very important, and he said what he has to say. I think the right time was today. He gave them and told them what exactly transpired when he went to Dubai to collect his money, what happened to him, the lessons he has learned, and then the pleading to also asking government to come to help us in terms of retrieving the $39 million. So I think in all, it was good. He said what he has to say, and I'm grateful that everybody appreciates the fact that he has explained himself to them and were able to convince a lot in terms of what has transpired.
So he clearly tabled 3 conditions before government. I've already given a summary of what these conditions are, but since you are quote unquote an inside man, I would want you to again reiterate what these conditions are.
Okay, so there were 3 conditions that, not conditions per se, but requests, humble requests that he made to government. And then the first one was asking government to help the company to retrieve the $39 million from Dubai. The second was to ask government to defreeze the account and then the asset that has been frozen by the state. I think the third one has to do with the government giving us the right regulatory to regulate our companies. So these were the 3 requests that he made to government. We hope and pray respectfully that government would adhere to those requests, and then we will now take the next step in solving the problem.
Okay, so prior to these requests or these requests tabled before generally the nation and government, you know, one would ask that without these, okay, are there any plans to make sure that customers are paid?
Well, he made that clear to the media. He says that that's not the only way, but as a company, we also putting ourselves together and then how we can solve this problem. But we have taken this first step. If it backfires, we'll come back again to take the second step again. It doesn't mean that we are putting our eggs in one basket. We have options, but this is the first step that this time we feel that is appropriate to take. We hope and pray that government will listen to us and then they'll come to our aid.
Okay, so he clearly declined to comment on some questions because there's some issues in court, and so the question I'm asking is that after the bail condition that Nana Appiah is out, what's the way forward with regards to the matter in court?
You could see that it was clear. He made it very clear to the media that Menzgold is going to bounce back. He's convinced that whatever happens, he has learned his lessons from it, and these are lessons that will propel him on to achieve greater laurels with the company. So we are much up to the task. We pray and hope that everything that we've said here, everything that he has said, the customers and the general public will help him or support him to achieve that. But one thing is sure, that we are bouncing back.
Okay, final question to you. What would be the message to the customers out there?
Well, to all the customers, we'll say thank you. And in the speech, he made it clear he was grateful for their support, their loyalty, and for everything that they've done for him. He was extremely grateful. And on behalf of management, let me say thank you once again for our customers. This has been wonderful. This has been great. And we continue to work with them. We continue to support them, respect them, and do the needful. We pray and hope that finally, they will say that the bottom line is payment. We pray and hope that we'll get there and then we'll pay our customers.
Thank you very much, Niyama Matefio. Niyama Matefio is the PRO, the Communications Director for Menzgold Ghana. And if you're here at the NAM Speak conference here at the MJ Grand Hotel, you are watching it live on Xylophone TV. And so I have a customer here who is a customer of Menzgold, and I'd like to speak with him. If it's how are you, sir?
Yeah, cool. And you?
I'm very fine. You traveled all the way from Takwa to come. First of all, what was the reason for traveling all the way from Takwa to Accra?
Yeah, first of all, it's a long time we heard from our boss CEO, and most of us we've not seen him before. So we took the opportunity to come and see him personally, then listen to what he's going to say. So that's why the main point that Takwa people we came here. At the same time, we were too worried for detention from December out to what you call it, August, September, whatever. In fact, it was a big blow for Takwarians. So that's why we came here to see him, his health, whether he's deteriorating or whatever. So when we saw him today too, in fact, we are extremely happy to see our man, in fact, doing very well.
Okay. You mentioned Takwarians, but my question again is, for you as a customer, at some point did you lose hope in the whole Menzgold situation that, I mean, this is never going to happen?
Yeah. For me, I would say I did not lose hope for it from day one, because anybody listening to or hearing from Taka will attest to that. That for me or Hinija, in fact, I supported the man from day one, because I realized this man is not Ponzi schemist. In fact, a very talented, innovative, a person full of plans. So what I'm praying, the government should even help this guy to expand more business, so that guys in Ghana here are unemployment situation is a very big, very cumbersome in Ghana here, and this young man is up here to come and help. So it's up to the government also to assist him to expand his business, so that unemployment will become very less.
So being at this press conference, are you happy with what you've heard? Are you encouraged, and are you assured that your monies will be paid to you?
Yeah, I am. Well, I would say 50-50. Why? Because he's also dependent on the government to help him retrieve the Dubai money. So we are all praying the government should expedite that action, so that he can get the money and they pay with the customers. Because some of us are languishing in bed, reading whatever, a whole lot. So we pleading for government to assist, to intervene, and help them want to retrieve his money.
Okay, thank you very much, Ohinjan. I have another customer which I would also speak with, and so if you can join me. Hello, how are you?
Hi, fine.
Your name and where you're coming from as a customer?
Yeah, I'm called Sewa. I'm in Accra.
You're in Accra. Sewa, you were here at you had Nana Appiah Mensah. First of all, did you expected this day to come?
Yes, definitely. I mean, if you've been following the turn of events, although we didn't get any sort of government reportage as to what was happening officially, if we give credence to some of the social media reportage on what was happening, what happened today is very consistent with what was expected.
So, for you as a customer, and based on what you've heard today, are you assured now that your investment will be paid to you? And if you are, okay, what message have you got for other colleagues of you out there?
Well, I think the message really should be to government, because we entered into a private contract with a citizen of Ghana. We are also citizens of Ghana. And take away what has happened in between. The person who owes us is in town. He has expressed willingness to pay. And customers also need the value of their gold invested in the company. So it behoves on government to do the needful. Then we can hold whoever is not fulfilling their part of the obligation or the contract responsible. So long as Menzgold has recourse to government to say that our accounts have been frozen, then we have to look onto government to do the right thing. And if you recall, during his delivery, he did say that we have entered into a social
Xylophone TV for your viewing ecstasy. Xylophone TV for your viewing ecstasy. Xylophone TV
Good morning,
for your
ladies and
viewing
gentlemen
ecstasy.
of the press. Thank you for coming
Xylophone
to this event
TV
meant to provide
for
you
your
with
viewing
detailed state
ecstasy.
of our companies, especially what has bedeviled Menzgold for the past 12 months in 2019. I express my greatest form of immense gratitude to the ruler of Dubai, His Royal Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. In his gracious name, the Dubai prosecutions and the Dubai court exhibited the highest form of integrity by upholding the rule of law, handing me justice before the Dubai First Instance and the Superior Court in the case number 68807/2018, an acquittal and discharge. May Allah, ever merciful, ever compassionate, bless and prosper Dubai forever. Allah Karim. I owe an immense debt of gratitude to the people of Ghana, our legal team abroad and in Ghana, led by Mr. Kwame Brouhaha Ekufu, my brother and my good friend, who has been resolute, exhibited loyalty and courage in the face of adversity, exhibiting his service and commitment to nothing but the law. Today, I cannot forget to bless the over 1,000 staff of Menzgold, Xylophone Media, Brew Marketing Consult, and all our companies in Ghana, as well as our families for the unwavering support since the unfortunate event of the past few months. To you all I say, you made a good choice, which will be well rewarded by God Almighty. Especially Mr. Kwame Brouhaha Ekufu. Like the biblical Moses, you chose to side and share in the affliction of God's people instead of enjoying the temporary pleasures of sin. Thank you so much, sir. I also reserve my highest gratitude to our cherished Menzgold customers for their continued support, encouragement, loyalty, and prayers through the trying times. Thank you. Even though I'm still receiving the much needed medical attention, swellings, that is blood clots in my pelvic region and knees with excruciating pain following a past surgical procedure due to my well-publicized long 9-month detention in Dubai and Ghana. Regardless, I deem it very fit to make this address to the general public, especially to Menzgold customers in a bid to keep them abreast to the ongoings. Menzgold Ghana Company Limited is a licensed, reputable Ghanaian gold dealership firm with 5 years of impeccable and enviable service delivery and gold trading record. It would interest you to know that in the last 5 years, Menzgold consistently met the demands of its customers, suppliers, and foreign partners who do business with us. But for the force majeure, the regulatory questions raised by the Bank of Ghana and the Securities and Exchange Commission, regulatory intervention of which we respectfully contested and is still before the Ghanaian Court of Law, a question of statutory interpretation as to whether or not the trading of gold collectibles or jewelry and the return of monthly profit on same to traders is deposit taking, deposit mobilization, activity, or trade in securities. As to whether or not the exports of tons of gold Dory bars of very fine percentage purity, with many evidence of inflows and forex via the Bank of Ghana, is a Ponzi scheme. Praying the just and august Ghanaian court to make consequential orders to repair Menzgold damage, if any. Ladies and gentlemen, Menzgold got very successful with its gold dealership business, resulting in the buying of gold, export, and the produce of fine gold collectibles, jewelries. To satisfy the domestic market, an innovative drive in adherence to the government's campaign for Made in Ghana goods. We saw the need to embark on a drive for international expansion in a quest to broaden our market share size. We saw the opening of some international outlets in Madrid, Spain, London, the United Kingdom, and Lagos in Nigeria. The famous shutdown letter landed our business, staff, customers, and shareholders a catastrophic blow which sadly led to many very horrific occurrences that brought untold economic hardships to our families, our dear customers, and the staff body of all our companies, many of whom are customers too due to the reputable nature of our business. To you all who suffered various degrees of upset, being it directly or indirectly, we share equally in your pain. With God on our side, we shall soon change this sad Menzgold tale to a very happy narrative, as I grasp a resolve now to drive Menzgold from good to great. The Menzgold product line that has been questioned is one that is just an act of innovation characterized by most businesses worldwide. We sought to build a word processor out of a typewriter in our line of business, with the hope of being encouraged to create wealth in the face of globalization. I noticed that the 21st century witnesses a blowing wave of globalization, yet Africa has seen limited technological innovative advancement, which stifle our economic growth and lame our progress due to lack of will to invest in the difficult task of creating new things. This tends to make companies in Africa fail in the future, no matter how big a company's stated capital is or who is in the helm of affairs. With this background juxtaposed with my vision and drive to build a business that would surpass our generation, innovation was the only option. As it turned out with the cease and desist directive from the Securities and Exchange Commission, the need arose for us to mobilize company assets, especially outstanding payments due our company from several companies and individual buyers in several countries, particularly in the United Arab Emirates, Dubai specifically, to meet the payment obligations owed to Menzgold traders or customers and other business associates. It was in this regard that I embarked on a pursuit of company assets or debt recovery overseas. In the course of my pursuit, upon my arrival in Dubai on the 7th December 2018, I was framed by one of the companies, Horizon Royal Diamond DMCC, which owes our company 750 kilograms of gold Dory bars, valued at $39 million. Believing that Menzgold is doomed for closure due to the unfavorable media reportage and the customer protest in Ghana, hence tabled a bogus claim that they have been defrauded by another Ghanaian company named Just Gold Company Limited, with frivolous claims of Just Gold Limited having associations with our company, which is very false. The subsequent action by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, to freeze Menzgold and my personal asset further hardened the resolve of some of our debtors who thought Menzgold was a thing of the past. Following my graceful acquittal and discharge in the Dubai Superior Court, the need arose for me to return to Ghana immediately on the call of the Interpol Red Notice to answer criminal charges on the same customer's debt portfolio before the Ghanaian court, the very reason why I went to Dubai in the first place. A court that restrained me from laying claims to the funds I went to Dubai to recoup. All companies worldwide have liabilities in its books, and so do Menzgold. Business in summary is all about owing and being owed. We at Menzgold are committed and do express our willingness to service our debt portfolios to our customers and business associates as soon as we can with a given opportunity. We respectfully pray the Ghanaian authorities to cooperate with us to achieve the following. 1. To assist us make full recovery of the amount owed Menzgold by Horizon Royal Diamond in Dubai. As an act of good faith, we are willing to engage the Attorney General's office on the best possible way for them to aid Menzgold by employing international law and diplomatic relations to ensure we achieved this objective. 2. To unfreeze our companies and my personal bank account, an asset for us to utilize these as vehicles to get productive in order to meet our liabilities, or to our customers and some business associates in our bid to resolve our liabilities immediately. As of now, Brew Marketing Consult, Menzgold Ghana Limited, and I cannot credit or debit any bank account in Ghana. This is why it is highly imperative to consider this kind request. As I believe government shares in our resolve, and will do all that which is needful in our quest to satisfy the populace, who are our customers. 3. To clearly give direction as to which government agent or agency has jurisdictions to regulate the activity of gold collectibles or jewelry trade in Ghana, just so we can apply for the necessary certifications in order to proceed with our business in a fair and sound manner. As we have publicly demonstrated, we are open to fair supervision and are opposed to no supervision, misconceived supervision, or supervision with malicious intent, respectfully. The founders of PayPal, Elon Musk and co., set out to create a new internet currency to replace the US dollar. Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg's first product was designed to only get his classmates signed up, not the Earth's population. Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp's Uber started only to supplement the taxi fleet in San Francisco. Brancheski, Joe and Nathan started Airbed and Breakfast as a means to rent out an unused space in their abode to get income to supplement a deficit for a pending event. Evan Spike Girl, Bobby and Reggie started what came to be known today as Snapchat, as sending naughty disappearing fan photos when they were all students at Stanford University. America's media called it a sexting app. Jeff Bezos started Amazon as a digital bookstore in a garage, was heckled by the big players in the books retailing business. Jack Ma fought through and achieved Alibaba in China, and the list goes on. All of these innovative breakthroughs had regulatory questions, suffered bad press. Uber and Airbed and Breakfast particularly have suffered global protest. Travis Kalanick, founder and first CEO of Uber especially, fought many regulatory and legal battles. Today, these great innovative companies are pillars of the great Silicon Valley, receiving global tribute for the United States of America. These are just symptoms of disruptive businesses and business ideas. Menzgold is today characterized by same traits, and I have no doubt in my mind that our company is on a path to greatness and global prominence. If these 3 propositions are reviewed and considered, we shall confidently proceed to make the necessary arrangements to start paying our customers immediately under my watch. This I say with my personal guarantee. While my detention in Dubai was harrowing, daunting, terrific and horrific experience, I am grateful to God because I feel very refined. It has made me older than my age as we grow in our experiences and not in years. I am fulfilled and ready for greater exploit, highly motivated to add up to our previous gain. I am happy about the disruption. A key trait about a successful business prospect in this information age is the ability to scale. As Mario Andretti, a champion car racer, rightly put it, if everything is under control, you are just not going fast enough. Xylophone Media is an entertainment business built upon technical expertise such as creating, composing, storytelling, and performance. It's also built on innovation just like Menzgold, employing technology to develop new breakthroughs in art, traditional and digital media products. Tomorrow would witness a xylophone media that can be described as a multifunctional media in the digital space, which would cater for a wide variety of international interests and needs. It would comfort you to note that Xylophone Media is not just another media firm. We are a media and art technology company. Our competitors are not in Ghana. They are far away in the Silicon Valley in California. To you I say, ants that unite can beat an elephant. Admittedly, we have made some pretty good losses. We are happy about our loss having been a disruptive art and media business. We wear our loss as a badge of honor. Our loss depicts our grand ambition. By natural law, you have to go through a thunderstorm to see the rainbow. Our eyes are still set on the colorful rainbow. We shall succeed. Brew Marketing Consult Company Limited is a marketing company, a commodity broker of a sort, which works for commissions by merchant selling and buying leads. I encourage companies worldwide with marketing needs in Ghana and in Africa to take advantage of Brew Marketing's great professional marketing prowess, as the company did for Menzgold, resulting in Menzgold's mighty growth. To the staff body of all our companies, I couldn't have been more proud of you for standing resolute in the face of adversity. I encourage you to continue to stand strong as we navigate the path